What's up guys, and welcome back to the John and Q channel. Thanks so much for watching. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I got both of these suppressors sent right to my doorstep without going to an FFL. Pretty wild, huh? But before I show you how I did that, I gotta give you the verse of the day. So the verse of the day is this. It's James 1:17 ESV version. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow due to change. Hopefully that blesses you today and this week. Amen. All right, now let's get into the video. Full disclaimer here, guys. Capital Armory did send out both of these suppressors for the channel to be reviewed, to shoot, to make content with, etc. So shout out to the team over at Capital Armory. They hooked it up big time. Now, speaking of Capital Armory is the #1 silencer dealer in the nation. And they can ship all NFA items straight to your door without getting the FFL involved. Which means you can be in the comfort of your own home, and then all of a sudden you get these silencers dropped off in your doorstep or an SBR, all NFA items. So this is how it actually works. So first, go to Capital Armory, find the suppressor that you want. I said, hey, I want a 5.56 and also a suppressor for my 9mm. So here I have the Huxworks 5.56 titanium 3D printed suppressor by Huxworks, and this thing is crazy quiet. So I've already done some videos on this guy. I've shot through it and it is super silent. In the box, it also comes with the flash hider, so you don't have to worry about that. And I think right now it's on this gun right here, the Smith & Wesson rifle. You just take off the muzzle, put in the device on there, turn it, screw this on, and you're good to go. Now, the silencer for my 9mm, I have the Omega 9K by Silencer Co. And the one thing I will suggest is if you're going to get the Omega 9K, be sure to also purchase a piston, because you will need a piston to actually thread it onto a threaded barrel, etc. So, Huxworks 5.56, Omega 9K by Silencer Co. I have yet to use the 9K, but I'm very eager to, and I can't wait. I'm pretty pumped. Quick interruption here, guys, but I want to let you know that there's a fantastic opportunity for you. I'm giving you the chance to win this 1911 Wilson Combat X9. This month, I'm partnering with a veteran-owned company called fanathem.com. All you have to do to enter and try to win is go to fanathem.com/JohnnyQ and buy a collectible. Once you buy a collectible, you're automatically entered to win this X9. But you better hurry because it all ends February 25th. So my question is, are you gonna enter? Do you think you're gonna win? Comment down below. All right, let's get back to the video. So step number 2, once you're on the website, you know what suppressors you want, then add them to your cart and purchase. Now, if you're wondering about that $200 tax stamp, when you go to checkout, that $200 tax stamp fee will already be applied to your cart. So all of that will already be calculated, which makes it super simple and easy. Step number 3, complete your profile. What you're gonna do is enter your transferee information, upload a photo of yourself, decide whether it's gonna go into a trust or it's gonna be individual, and then Capital Armory will start preparing your NFA paperwork. Now, step number 4, this part is crucial, and that's how they're able to send NFA items straight to your door. Now, what Capital Armory can do is they can send you a fingerprint kit like this one. Since I'm an applicant, I gotta fill out my first name, last name, address, phone number, social security number, and then of course my fingerprints on this guy. And they also sent some ink. Along with that, they also send you some instructions on how to actually fill out the form properly. And like you can see right here, I was practicing my fingerprints down below. It actually brought me back to my cop days when I was, fingerprinting criminals in the jail. So that was fun. I was like, oh, happy memories, fun memories, kind of. Side note, when you go to fingerprint your actual fingerprints on the piece of paper, make sure you're on a flat surface and don't just press it on. Like that's not how you fingerprint, right? You want to take your thumb or whatever finger you're using and start from the left and go to right and roll. Just left to right, roll, or you can go right to left and roll. Same with the other finger, roll, roll, roll. You don't want to just press it on there because it gets all blobby and it doesn't work out. You can't see the actual grooves of your fingers and it's not going to work out. They're going to send it back and say, hey, do it again. And you don't want that. So you can send your fingerprints in manually like that, or you can do it digitally. Now, when you do submit your fingerprints like that, they're going to have them on file. So you don't have to do that every single time you purchase an SBR suppressor from Capital Armory. They're already going to have your fingerprints on file for future purchases. Again, making it really easy and simple for you. Now, let's go over the suppressor wait/timeline of getting these to my house. So I'm gonna look at my notes here, but on Friday, December 13th, it was, I believe, a Friday, and I sent my prints out around 3 p.m. that afternoon, which kind of sucks. I have to wait a whole weekend and then, potentially Monday or Tuesday for the prints to be delivered. And then on Monday, December 23rd, both my Form 4s were ready to certify via Capital Armory. You open up your email and there's a link for a joint session with a Capital Armory rep. Now, I will advise, have about 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes of time just so that you can have that joint session live and make sure it works on your computer and you're able to go through all the prompts, etc. You also want to have your ATF login and PIN number. Like, if you don't have those things, they're not going to want to do it with you because it's just a waste of time for both parties. So have your login and PIN ready to go. Now, if we fast forward to Sunday, December 29th, both of my Form 4s for the suppressors were approved. And now here's kind of the kicker where I didn't realize this was an actual thing. And so on Monday, December 30th, the CLEO notice was sent. Now it says here, per federal regulations, we must wait 7 full days from the CLEO receives notification before they ship out any NFA items. Now fast forward to Tuesday, January 7th, the chief law enforcement officer in my area accepted the notice of the non-over-the-counter transaction, and then the 7 days began after that. Now, from what I understand in this process, the chief law enforcement officer has 7 days to approve or submit that they are notified that this is happening. After they do that, the 7 days before Capital Armory ships out any NFA items has begun. That is how I've timelined this out, and that's kind of how I understand it. That's what happened via email. So if I'm wrong in that, I do apologize, but there is a 7-day waiting period kind of with your chief law enforcement officer, and then after they submit or accept those items. Now, I will say that the shipping times were fluctuating because it was the holidays, it was the new year, and I'm sure they're getting a bunch of different orders and things figured out. Now, Thursday, January 16th, my suppressors were delivered to my doorstep. So a full 34 days, including weekends, where I sent in my fingerprints to Capital Armory to getting the suppressors straight to my door. 34 days, which honestly, the wait times weren't so bad. I mean, before even last year, I'd get these suppressors in a year, if I was lucky, a year and a half, maybe 2 years. So the fact that I can get both of these suppressors from Capital Armory, skipping my FFL and going straight to my door, getting delivered straight to my door, 34 days, I mean, it's not terrible. I'm okay with it. And so there you go. That is how Capital Armory works and how they can deliver any NFA items straight to your doorstep. So what do you think? Would you do this process, and what do you think about the process? Would love to know what you guys think, so make sure to comment down below. I'd like to thank Capital Armory for sending out these suppressors. We got some cool videos planned out for the channel and YouTube Shorts, so be on the lookout for those. As always, thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing to the channel. I will see you in the next Johnny Q video.